Hi, everybody. My name is Sojo Chiba, and today I'll discuss how a country can win the AI race in the 21st century in terms of creating economic value. Because, when you start with the topic of how a country can win the AI race, there's a lot of winning. A lot of speakers talk about politics and geopolitics and technology. But I would assume that, well, first of all, I would focus on the topic of creating economic value through AI and how can you achieve doing that more than your competitors. So if that is the key, I think the key is the recognizing that really the AI R&D and AI commercialization are two different factors. And a lot of people misunderstand this. When I talk with policymakers, they often think that basically R&D is same with commercialization. Like a lot of people say that we need to invest in AI, we need to invest in, quantum computing. But really, R&D provides the foundation of commercialization, but it doesn't really create significant economic value on its own. I think this is very important. AI commercialization is the most important factor for creating economic value. And the interesting thing is these two requires entirely different capabilities. And excelling in one doesn't really guarantee success in the other. So let me give an example. So when you think about a country, for example, Japan, we rank in third in terms of global R&D capabilities and number of patents. We actually rank in number one in terms of patent income. But when it comes to commercialization, we suddenly fall in the 40th or 50th in the position, in the world position. And thus, we have like a stagnation of economic situation. If you compare with countries like Israel, which they have modest R&D rankings, but they have one of the highest GDP per growth in terms of GDP growth in terms of capita, at least before the recent conflict, you can see that, well, they have a really robust commercialization ecosystem in their country. So, when you look at these two countries, really there are, these two things are very distinct. And when you think about creating economic value, it is really, there's a lot of rooms to improve in the allocation and budget in governments and also in businesses. So that's the first thing that I would like to address. So really the real question is, how do you accelerate commercialization? And it's really, it is really to increase the AI commercialization ecosystem, not the AI R&D ecosystem, which is important, but which is much more important. It's really to increase the commercialization ecosystem, in both in your own country and also in the market that you want to penetrate. This could include sharing know-hows and technology commercialization, again, more than R&D, or creating initiatives to increase any initiative to increase the supply of entrepreneurs capable of building AI native business models. And this is in both startups and within large corporations. And the key question is, which country is the fastest in doing that? And I think this is the key of driving economic value, and particularly in the next decade. And thank you very much.